Good morning, David. Long time no see.
Good morning, Professor. Yeah, indeed. No see. How are you?
I'm doing very well, very well. How about you?
I'm doing also very well. I got some great news recently, and yeah, I'm really happy. So I'm really excited to start with this show today. What topic are you going to talk about this time? Right now we are in the Qatar World Cup. And yeah, there's a lot of talking about it. There's people that don't want it to be in Qatar because of this and this reasons. But football is a business that moves millions of dollars worldwide. And I know that you have a lot of experience in football. So yeah, let's start with
I
today's
I have
talk.
I have to play humble. I have some experience in football, not a lot experience in football, but I will try to do my best. As you said, nowadays, in these last 2 weeks, World Cup has been played in Qatar. And then I said, okay, we know the football for the entertainment, from the TV, from the players, all the news that we receive. We are consuming a lot of football in the last weeks, especially for those national teams that qualify to the World Cup. So I said, can we relate football and business? What would you say? Can we?
Of course we can. It's moves millions. Like just think about the merchandising that they sell with the Messi each time he moves teams or Mbappe. Like those names move millions of dollars just in publicity.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You see, but the majority of people, when we think about football, we think about the entertainment side, but we
Mm.
don't think about the business side. So for today, what I have prepared it's football and business. I'm going to show you, okay, what the FIFA does or how's FIFA financial reports, how much money
Yeah.
they make, how do they spend the money that they make, in revenue, and I hope this becomes interesting for you and the audience. FIFA as an organization is a non-profit organization, and by a non-profit organization means that they don't respond to shareholders. Yes. In
They
that,
are profitable.
there is a business behind La FIFA, especially after you see the figures. However, just to warm up a little bit before we enter to the pitch and play our 45 minutes, that's going to last for 10 minutes only.
We'll try.
Um, how do you think FIFA makes money?
Uh, Partnerships. So I know that Coca-Cola has a lot of involvement with World Cups. I know that Adidas also does, but I think that's about it. I know that they also make the World Cup. They are the organizers of the World Cup. But I mean, I think just partnerships and World Cup revenue. I'm not sure.
Okay, so and this is something I always repeat is when we have to comment on businesses. Don't forget about that, David. We talked about that before. Yes. So go to the facts always.
Okay.
Yes, and this is what we do here in business training and development. We always goes to the fact to know
Mm.
exactly what is coming, what is happening in a business. Yes. So for me, after I saw the numbers, I saw the figures, yes, FIFA is a multinational. Why? FIFA as an organization, non-profit organization, it's um, multinational. Okay, so here I made a forecast, not a forecast, a historical table of the revenue of FIFA from the year 2013 to the year 2020. Do you see something particular in this chart?
Yeah, it spikes during the World Cup.
It spikes during the World Cup. You have a
Yeah.
very good eye. Yes. So I guess that don't know the facts actually. I have to make a little bit much more of analysis about this. But the year 2014, you see that it increases to 1.9 billion American dollars. So I'm going to read it like this because it sounds amazing.
Mhm.
1,910 million in the year of revenue in the year 2014. that then decreases in the year 2015, 16, and 17, and then goes again up in the year 2018 to $4,641 million. Wow, that's
A lot
huge.
of money.
That's a lot
It's
of money.
huge.
That's huge. It's a lot of money. And then again decreases because there are not so many important tournaments during the next
Yeah.
years until the next World Cup. So FIFA says, because the year hasn't ended yet, so they don't have the exact figures for the World Cup 2022 in Qatar, but they
Mhm.
made an estimate, yes, for the year 2022, and they plan to earn around 4,666 American million American dollars.
Mm.
For what I know in business, personally, I will make a forecast. I think they will make a little bit much more of money than that. Yes.
Of course.
Imagine that we just came out of the pandemic. So I think that people are a little bit much more aware of entertainment. They want to entertain a lot
They
themselves.
do.
Probably will spend a little bit much more of money. Okay, so probably before recession comes, that the increase of the interest rate is going to affect a lot of businesses,
It
and
will. It is already.
definitely it is already, and that's impacting
It-
in the economies in many countries in the world. Yes, so let's see. I mean, this is the total amount of money that they receive as revenue. Okay, but what I did in the next slide is I just break down all the revenue in different concepts.
All right.
Yes, so then you more or less have an idea what is the stream of revenue that they receive from different sources.
Okay. So, television broadcasting. Okay. Yeah, I've been reading about this already because I think FIFA is pushing really hard in order to make the World Cup not every 4 years, but every 2 years. So they have more TV shows to sell to the television. I mean, to increase their revenue.
It's not a bad idea, right? If they're thinking like
Ah,
a
I'm
multinational,
not agreeing too much to
they,
that.
they would like to make the national teams play every year. I don't know if that's possible. Then we see here that the second stream of revenue that is more important for them are marketing rights.
Okay.
Yes. And then we see that they have these licensing rights. And finally,
Yeah.
we have the revenue from hospitality, accommodation rights, and ticket sales. And this is where I think they have improved a lot since year 2014.
Mhm.
Okay, so I would have to say that maybe not, because they don't split this. They change the way how they present the information. So
Okay.
this other revenue and income probably also is part of hospitality and accommodation in the year 2014. Yes, they divide
Yeah.
it basically into revenue from television broadcasting rights, revenue from marketing rights, revenue from licensing, and when they are hosting the World Cup every four
Yeah.
years, you will see that there is a peak, a rise in revenue from hospitality, accommodation, rights, and ticket sales.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about it?
I don't understand. For example, I know licensing rights. I can imagine, okay, the FIFA game, the PlayStation FIFA game that everyone loves. Okay, FIFA gets some money out of it. Even though they don't code it, they don't make it, they get money just because of the name and the rights. Marketing rights, okay, that's also understandable. But why does FIFA get money from hospitality accommodation? Like, do they own hotels or like how is it? How do they get revenue from hospitality? I don't understand
That's
that.
a very good question, and let's just go to the sources. Yes. So what I always tell you, it's right now you have the information. You just need to know
Mhm.
where to find it. Yes. So if you type FIFA annual report 2021, that is the latest report available. Yes, for FIFA. Um,
Mhm.
the report for the year 2022, it hasn't been released yet, so you won't find any information about it. But here, for instance, we can go to the financials, 2021 financials. Yes, and
Mhm.
then we can go here. And in these financials, let me check this. It's financial statements. We go
Mhm.
there, and then we click in the consolidated statement of income. You were talking about cost revenue from hospitality and accommodation rights. Yes, this is in the note number 4. And the good thing is about it is that the information is very transparent. I will have to say
Okay.
that the information in
Yeah.
FIFA is very transparent.
Yeah.
So if we click on the notes, then we have here an explanation of the notes. And it says
Mhm.
revenue from ticket sales, other FIFA events for 2021 relates to ticket sales in connection with the FIFA Arab Cup 2021. Ticket sales are recognized in the year the event takes place. No revenue from hospitality, accommodation rights, and ticket sales was recognized in 2020 as a result of COVID-19 and the related cancellation of postponed tournaments. And I mean,
Okay.
yes, because this basically, the year 2020 was an impact of the pandemic. Yes, and this is
Of course.
clearly how you can see the differences. Uh, uh, I cannot talk about year 2022 with exact figures, except from the figures that they forecast to have in the year 2022. But definitely 4,666 total revenue. Yes, it's different than 766 millions dollars in
Yeah.
revenue. Yes, so there is a large difference. It's like 4 billion American dollars difference of revenue just for organizing the World Cup because they have um, much more income coming from different sources.
It is. Yeah, they do.
Let's see what they do with the money. Yes,
What do
as
they do with the money? I mean, organizing a World Cup must not be cheap, I guess.
it
So
is
I
not.
can.
But remember, this is a non-profit organization. Yes.
Mhm.
So what I was thinking is, okay, what do they do with the money? Okay, this is what they do with the money. Again, we're talking about year 2021 here in this column. So they spend some money in competition and events.
Yeah.
They develop some programs for football governance, but the majority of the budget goes to development and education.
What do they mean by that? Like educating the.
Yes.
I don't get.
Again, we go to the notes, and this is
Uh-huh.
very explanatory. I will have to say, yes, that this is very good for transparency. Here you can find all the projects where they are spending money. Um, these figures are in thousands, yes, as it says
Mhm.
here. So it means that mentally we have to add 3 zeros.
Okay.
Yes, so it means that this, for instance, is 46 million. This is
Okay.
211 million. This is 72 million.
Mhm.
And here you can see the different programs of related to education and what was it? Development and education.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is all the money that they spent. Yes, so for instance, they spent 211 millions in forward operational cost member association.
Mhm.
Probably here you will find the explanation for each of these development and education programs. FIFA supports members association in development projects dedicated to football infrastructure and competitions, as well as advancing women's football. And this is something that I
Mm.
find very interesting. Yes, promoting women football or kids
Okay.
football as well. Um, and they spent for that category, women's football, 46 million. Yes. No, I mean for members associations. And then
Yeah.
here, I mean, you can see how they manage their own business.
Yeah.
Personal
FIFA
expenses,
Foundation.
personal expenses goes to 41 million because they need some people that run and manage and develop all these development and educational programs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That must not be easy and that must not be expensive. Just the salaries themselves, paying for hotels, food, all of that. I think that might be included into the
Yes.
personal.
So in total, the total development and educational programs, they spend 486 million.
Mhm.
And for personal expenses, they spend 41 million. And don't forget, it's a very good account that is called depreciation of property and equipment, 22 million. But
Okay.
we can talk about depreciation in another talk because I think
Yeah.
we just ran out of time. Just to give you a glance, the result of the year for FIFA,
Hmm.
the year 2021, it was negative
Hmm.
in 312 million. that's the question that you're going to say. How's that? Well, basically, they can run out of money in the
because
years
of the
that they don't organize the World Cup.
Of course they did. Because of
But
the pandemic. Like most of their money or a lot of their money comes from the selling of the tickets each year for the World Cup.
much of the money comes from the broadcasting
Okay.
rights. Yes, that's, and then the broadcasting rights increase, exponentially when they have this big event that is the World Cup. Remember
Mhm.
that the football World Cup is the most seen event in the earth.
It is.
Okay. Well, that's all for today. I think
Yeah.
I think I made a point here. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about facts, and then talking about the business of football. So, what are
It
your
is.
thoughts? What are your thoughts about it?
I mean, I think it's really interesting. I never thought about it. I mean, I knew that FIFA was a really important organization. I think that there's a lot of scandals surrounding FIFA and how they get the revenue. And yeah, it's really interesting to know exactly how they get their money off. And it gives you an idea of who are the stakeholders of FIFA, because now I know that most of the people or most of the important stakeholders are actually TV stations and the broadcasters rather than the teams
Yeah, but
themselves.
I would say that the stakeholders in terms of, let's say, customers, yes, the broadcasting, TV
Mhm.
businesses. But instead, in terms of who's managing FIFA, are all the football associations in every country.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't enter into the scandals. That's not part of my job to talk about the political side of corporate governance.
Yeah, yeah.
But
We're not into
my
that.
idea was to, bring a little bit of figures and facts to
Mm.
a very nice event that is called World Cup.
Yeah.
Especially that tomorrow, in the World Cup, the quarterfinals are starting, and there are very, very, very interesting games coming forward.
Mhm.
But I can make a comparison of how Barcelona is doing before and after Messi. That's
Okay,
something.
that
That's
would be
something.
really interesting, actually.
That's something. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it for next show. Yes, and thank you for coming to 10 minutes talk.
Yeah, of
I
course.
hope our audience enjoy this presentation and this talk about figures and facts.
Yeah, please follow us on our channel. We're trying to upload content every week. We're working on the 10 minutes talk, and we are also doing articles in our blog, businesstnd.com, where you can find all the information of what we're doing, and you can also read us. So thank you very much for watching, and till the next time.
Till next time. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.